Hey, what's up, guys? It's your girl B yet again. And I am back for another video. I had said this morning when I woke up, I said I'm not gonna do no more videos about these atheists and stuff like that because it's like a never-ending thing. So I decided I wasn't gonna do it. But then, I remember a prayer that I prayed, and I said, Lord, put my hands to work. And I prayed and I said, Lord, I want to work. I want to do your will. I want to work. So I got on YouTube and read more comments and saw more videos. So here I am again. Said I wasn't going to do it. I just told myself when I got out this morning, I looked at my phone and I had the messages. I was like, oh, God, what did I do? And then, I remember I prayed. And I remember that prayer and I prayed. I said, Lord, put my hands to work. So that is why I'm here again. I've been kind of just lounging around today, so I didn't, really put on any, going out clothes because I didn't go anywhere today. So I'm still, in my bed clothes, so forgive me for that. Any hooser, to the video purpose at hand. I am responding to the religious snitch. I was about to say religious guru. I don't know why. Anyway, okay, he raised a lot of questions. He had a lot of questions and stuff that, he said he's very open-minded and he would like some answers to. Now, I just want to remind everybody, I'm a Christian, live for the Lord, believe in the Lord, try my best to live a holy life every day. Of course, I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. Also want to remind everybody, that when I do these videos, guys, I'm not coming off the top of my head. I'm not, just coming off the top of my head. I research. I get my notebook, I get my pen, I get my Bible, and I get in front of my computer, and I research. I search my Bible, I pray. And that's the one thing I want to say. Before I do any of that, I pray. Before I go researching and all of that, I pray. I say, Lord, help me. And before I do the video, I fall on my knees and I pray. And I say, Lord, guide my words. You speak for me. You give me the words to speak that will help somebody and not hinder somebody. Help me to bring clarity to maybe somebody who does not understand. So when I do these videos, I'm not debating the Word of God. I'm not doing any of that, but I'm spreading the Word of God. Just like Jesus told Peter, if you love me, then you feed my sheep. So that is what I do. I don't want to debate anybody. I don't want to argue with anybody. I don't want to, people leave comments on my page, and, when I respond to them, I respond to them with respect and love, as a Christian should. A lot of people don't respect my views. A lot of people don't like my views. But, at the same time, I can't really, I'm not here for your liking. I'm not here for you to like me. I'm not here for you to, to make you feel any type of way. I'm spreading the Word of God, and what I spread, I believe in. And it's up to you. It's like the old saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So I just wanted to put that little disclaimer out there really quickly, because a lot of people, some people that's been watching my videos, they seem to want to throw insults or whatever at every video I do. And I really think that's just being ignorant. I really think that, if you're a grown person or whatever, maybe it's a child, I don't know, but if you're, you're a grown, intelligent person, I think you should handle yourself as such. So, I just wanted to put that out there and let people know, if you're going to respond to the video, I don't really care what you say, as far as, insults and all that. I don't really care. But, just remember that, you represent your, beliefs and your belief system. You represent the people, your, faith or whatever, or lack of faith. When you say you're atheist, you represent that group of people. So make sure that when you do represent your people, you represent them in an intelligent way so that people won't be like, oh, well, all atheists are this, all atheists are that. You know what I'm saying? Or all Christians are this, all Christians are that, all, Muslims, when you represent your faith and your group of people, do so with dignity and pride, you know what I'm saying? Do so with some sort of pride in what you believe in or don't believe in. So I guess in short, this is for the grown folks. Okay, so moving on. What I wanted to say was research. When you do research, the one thing that I, as a Christian, I'm speaking as a Christian. So if you're a Christian, that's maybe leaning toward atheism or leaning towards some other religion, this is what I say first. You know, if you're already an atheist or whatever, I don't really know what to tell you. But, you know, if you are an atheist, a Christian that's leaning towards any other religion, I would say pray first. I would say before you go to the library or before you hop in front of your computer and start Googling stuff, pray. Pray to God, you know, because of the simple fact that it's so easy to be deceived. And that's, it's you know, it's amazing how easy it is to be deceived. So, like I said, I don't debate. I'm not a debater. I'm not going to debate. You know, so that, you know, I'm not a debater. So what I believe is what I believe, and I stand strong in my faith. I've had times in my life where things happen. You know what I'm saying? And you question how can God be good if He allow 9/11? How can God be good if He allow? Matter of fact, I'll take it a step further. If He allow babies to be born with all kinds of diseases, or allow innocent children to be killed. Or how can God be so good if He endured, just like this young man said, endured slavery for all those years? How can He allow us to be enslaved all these years? Okay, I've had those questions too. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all and tell y'all I've never questioned the Bible. I've never questioned my faith. I would be a liar if I told you that. But the thing about it is this: when I think about the goodness of God, I start thinking about Christ. Okay, and this is one thing that honestly a couple weeks ago that I really had to, that this is something that really reaffirmed my faith, because I was in a bad place, you know. And if you look at some of my videos, you know, you'll hear my testimony about the medical things that I'm going through right now, and you know, other things that I'm going through. So you'll hear that testimony. I just don't have time to go into it, but I was at a very bad place in my life. Okay, and I had kind of lost my faith, because I was like, God, you know, why? As humans, you're always tempted to ask that question, why this, why that, you know. So one thing that God revealed to me, you know, well, I wouldn't say it revealed. One thing that God revealed to me and kind of reiterated to me was the resurrection. Well, the death of Christ. Now, you go back and you read those scriptures. Okay, here's Jesus, an innocent man, a man with no sin. And here come these Roman guards in the night with Judas. Okay, Judas was a disciple who betrayed Christ. And he betrayed, let's begin. He betrayed him for 30 pieces of silver. And he betrayed him by kissing him. And, you know, Jesus looked at Judas and said, you betrayed the Son of Man with a kiss? Okay, so we go. They're arresting Jesus. They're tying him up, you know. They're binding him up, you know. They're beating him along the way, taking him to the courthouse. You know, they're beating him. They're just beating him just ridiculously. Here's an innocent man who's done no wrong, besides the fact that, you know what I'm saying, he was a threat to their political system by the things that he was saying. So, okay, they get there and, you know, they're still beating him. You know, Pontius is, not Pontius, you know, sorry. They're just beating him. They're bringing him before, you know, the court, and they're like, oh, well, you know, who you want to let go? You want to let go Barnabas, or you want to let go Jesus? And they say, let's let go of Jesus. Let's let go of Barnabas. You know, this man is a murderous man. He done killed people and all kind of stuff. But they're like, okay, let's let him go. Leave Jesus. Let's crucify him. So they take him out, and they go and they beat him, and they bring him back, and they say, you know, okay, I believe, you know, it's fine. No, we want him crucified. So they go on, you know, tying him up, you know, beating him, put this big heavy cross on his back, and just beating him. All the way to Calvary. Beating him. Finally get there, you know what I'm saying, they start bam, putting nails in his feet, nails in his hands. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention he got this ring of thorns around his head. So they just beating him, nailing him to the cross. Finally get him up on the cross. And he's just laying there, blood just dripping. I mean, blood is just is just pooling at the bottom of, and around his cross. Okay, so they pierce him in the side. Blood just started dripping out, Before Jesus hung his head and died, what he said? He said, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do." So, in all of that, Jesus never mumbled a word. He never complained. He never did anything to basically defend himself. He suffered so much. We think about the things that we go through.